Karen, I'm gonna head out now. Why? Because I'm on a 10-7. And oh, look at that. It is in fact 7. But you're salaried. Okay. You understand, Emily? You're salaried. I understand what the word means, but it's irrelevant to what we're talking about right now. Ugh, Emily, when you are salaried for a business, it means you stay until the business demands. No, it literally means I get a set wage every month. It doesn't mean that I stay all live long day. Emily, this new job role that we've given you comes with a bit more responsibility, okay? And that is why you are salaried. But I'm still only salaried at 18. So you're not paying me any more money. You just pay me a set amount every month. I'm not staying any longer, Karen. But you're salaried. You stuck on loop. I know I'm salaried, but I'm not getting paid anymore to stay here. I'm not staying. But you're salaried. She's broken. Can we get anyone?
So Emily, after this interview, I think that you'd be a great fit here, so I'd like to offer you the job. Oh, that's great, Karen. I'm excited to get started. That's great. We can't wait to have you on board. I'm just going to get your number so that I can pop you into the work WhatsApp group because you can chat with everyone else, and if you need things covered or we need to get hold of you. Oh, I'd prefer not to be in any big old work group chats like that. Do we have an online portal like where we get the rota and stuff? Well, yes, of course we can send you the rotas directly, but I just think it's best that you're in that WhatsApp group because we're a bit like a family here, so it's just good to be able to contact you on a casual kind of basis like that on the group chat. Oh, no thank you. If you do need to get in contact with me, by all means just call me directly, but I'm not really a fan of those work group chats. Well, it's a part of your job, Emily. Look, my last workplace didn't have the WhatsApp groups and they really enjoyed that because it gave us kind of our own privacy outside of work hours, because I find that those work groups they go all the time, and even if you're not at work, you can't help but look in. So it's just good to have that separation from work, you know? Separation from work? Really, Emily? I'm confused as to why you don't want to prove yourself. What? Well, you're new here, so you should want to impress all the managers, impress the rest of your team, pick up shifts and stuff, so I just don't understand why you don't want to be in the work group chat. Look, by all means, like, I don't have a problem with people having my number, like if they need to contact me for cover and stuff, but just keep me out of the work groups. It's not a big deal. Well, it's actually a prerequisite of your job to be in these work group chats. It is actually in your contract. Okay, well, thank you for the job offer. I will be declining. Because of a WhatsApp group, really, Emily? Actually, it's because you said we are like a family here, and I tend to find that when people say that, they're a sociopath, so I'm just gonna leave. Hey Karen. Emily, did you have a nice night off yesterday? Do you know, it was lovely. Thank you for asking. I mean, I'm always on the late shift, so it was really nice to be able to go home at 4, get ready, have a nice night out. Yeah, I didn't ask for your life story. I tried to contact you last night, okay? It didn't even ring, Emily. It didn't even ring. Now, I'll have you know that it is against company policy to block or mute my number. Okay, it isn't, but I could see why you would need to write that into the policy. So you'll be written up if you do have my number blocked, Emily. Karen, I don't have your number blocked, but I went to the cinema last night, so I just put my phone on airplane mode. No one could get in contact with me. And you just conduct yourself like this. Oh my God. What, with boundaries and a respect for my own privacy? Yeah, that is how I conduct myself, Karen. But what if it was an emergency, Emily? Like, it could be a real life or death emergency, and I can't even get in contact with you? Oh, I would feel confused as to why whenever there's an emergency, that's always my responsibility, Karen. It's called being a team player, Emily. I don't know what team you're on about, but I didn't remember signing up to be on the police team, paramedic team, the fire department team, because they're the only people who should be dealing with emergencies, not me.
Emily, if you go take your hour now, I'll see you back here at 2, okay? I did only start 2 hours ago, though, and I'm here till close, so can I have my break a bit later? No, Emily, it's very busy later, okay? We're gonna need you on the floor, working hard. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 hours of a 12-hour shift, have a break, and come back and do 9 hours without a break. Yes, Emily, welcome to hospitality. Okay, whatever. I'll see you in an hour, Karen. Where are you going, Emily? On my break? Yes, I know that. Where are you going for your break? Oh, I'm gonna go meet my mum. She's in town, so I'm just gonna go have lunch with her. Emily, have you never worked in hospitality before? I don't know why you're doing this. Sorry, is there a problem with that? Yes. What if we need you? Well, I'm on my break, so why would you need me? It might get very busy, okay? I might need to pull you off of your break. Okay, but then I would have to like restart my break and do it again. Why would you have to do that? Because I'm working for 12 hours. I need a full uninterrupted hour break. So why don't I just leave and then you can't interrupt it and then we don't reset this whole game every time that it's busy? Emily, that's not how it works. You need to be on the premises in case we need you for emergencies. No, you don't. I know you want me here so that you can pull me off my break and then not finish off my break for the rest of the 9 hours, but I'm going to go out, have my full hour, and come back and finish my shift because I'm allowed to. Emily, you're not allowed to leave the premises. Says who? The manager. Okay? You're not the governing authority on breaks, Karen. This is very unprofessional of you, Emily. I hope you know that. I don't know that. But if I did, I wouldn't care. Hey, Karen, I'm clocking out now. Just to let you know, tomorrow is going to be my last shift. Bye, Emily. What did you say? I said tomorrow's going to be my last shift. I got a new job with contracted hours. So I don't need this job anymore. Emily, you can't just leave. You have to give us appropriate notice. Yeah, but today and tomorrow are the first shifts I've had in like a month. And you didn't give me any notice when you suddenly took me from 50 hours a week to 0 hours a week. So I'm just gonna not give you any notice either. I think that's fair. Emily, it's in your contract. You have to give us notice. Not really. There's no consequences for me if I don't. I'll never ask for a reference from this place because it was a hellfire. And what are you gonna do if I don't work my notice? Not pay me? Because that's against the law. I can't believe you would do this to us, Emily. After we've been so good to you. After you've been what? After you threw my life into a tailspin because you took me from 50 hours a week that I had been working consistently for 6 months to suddenly give me 0 hours just because you could. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about how you feel about me leaving. I won't see you ever again. Emily, I know tomorrow's scheduled to be your day off, but I don't really feel like coming in and doing anything, so I'm going to need you to do a double. No, Karen can't. Got a job interview tomorrow. Emily, you said that out loud. Did you mean to tell me that? You have a job interview tomorrow? Yeah, job interview. Tomorrow. So I can't do a double. Emily, you can't be having job interviews. Oh, well. How do I get another job then? You already have a job, Emily. You have a job here. You don't need another job. Other job? What? Karen, you don't give me enough hours for this to be my only job. You know that, right? Emily, I give you plenty of hours. I give you so many hours. You are spoiled for hours. Like last week, how many hours did you work? 7. Oh no, wait, you sent me home early Friday. 4. And you can't make that work? Like, money-wise? Funnily enough, no. So, yeah, job interview tomorrow. I'm not doing you double. But you're not allowed to be looking for another job, Emily. It's kind of like a loyalty thing, because if you're looking for other jobs, there's no way you're putting 100% full effort into this job at the pub. I don't put any effort into this job, Karen. Excuse me? Minimum wage. Minimum effort, Karen. Oh, really, Emily, really? That's so this job is purely transactional to you? Yes, finally you understand that is the literal function of a job. Hey, Karen, I'm already in my car. Where the hell have you gone, Emily? My shift finished at 4. So I'm on my way home now because it is in fact 20 past. Well, who said you could go? The clock. Emily, in future, you need to check with me and see if it is in fact okay for you to leave. But I finish at 4. You stop paying me at 4, I'm gonna leave at 4. That's not really being a team player, is it, Emily? What if it's incredibly busy? Yeah, it might be, but that's why you have new people start at 4. I'm not staying. Emily, you need to check with your manager if you're gonna clock out, okay? I just wanted to avoid it because you'll just tell me I have to stay. Well, then maybe you need to stay. Oh, because you're not gonna pay me anymore. I don't have to stay in that building if you're not paying me. What do you mean? It's your job. Yeah, when you pay me. It's not my job when you don't pay me. Emily, that's just not the right attitude to have. Okay, that is the one I've got. We'll talk about this when you're back in next, Emily. This attitude, it isn't gonna stand moving forward. Oh no, how will I ever cope? Emily, there is a queue of people and your shift was supposed to start 20 minutes ago. Where are you? Who is this? Now is not the time to play dumb, Emily. I am not in the mood. Are we sure it's not you that's playing dumb? Whoever you are. What do you mean, whoever I am? This is your manager? Karen? Karen, we have been over this. You haven't been my manager in about 3 years. At least. And we've been through this, Emily. What don't you understand about once a manager, always a manager? It's not that I don't understand it, it's just not a fucking thing. Emily, you do not swear at your manager like that. How dare you? It's a good thing you aren't my fucking manager then. You're going a very good way about getting a disciplinary, Emily. Do you want that? Oh no, a disciplinary at the workplace I don't work at. How terrifying. Emily, it's very busy, okay? I don't see the issue here. You used to work here, you can work here again. Now. 20 minutes ago. But normally when you hand your notice in and, don't work at the place for 3 years, it's not custom to just go back when demanded to, Karen. But it's busy. We should always be able to call on old members of staff. I thought we said we were a family. I thought we were a team. Oh yeah, I do remember you saying that a lot. It's not fucking true, though. Look, Karen, you're short-staffed. Maybe just hire some more people. It's not my problem. And it isn't my problem that you haven't worked here for years, okay? Just come in, get updated with all the new systems and the new drinks and everything else, and get on with it. It's not hard. I would rather shit in my hands and clap. Bye-bye, Karen.
Karen, just a quick one. Have you figured out what you're going to do with all those closes next week? Okay, Emily, maybe I need to inform you about how the hospitality industry works, okay? As a manager, I deal with the very important things, the hiring, the firing, the operations. These daily tasks like the opening, the closing, and, customer satisfaction, that's not important. That's for the staff to deal with. Hope this helps. Oh no, Karen, I completely understand. It's just no one else can do the closes next week, so it's gonna have to be you, isn't it? No one's what are you talking about? No one's available to do the closes. What's going on? Karen, we discussed this at the meeting yesterday. I was going through a hard time during that meeting, okay? I was just about to hit a new level on drop merge, and then this meeting was called. I was very stressed, Emily, okay? I wasn't listening. Yes, and the running of the pub generally does include who's gonna close it at night. So maybe you should be listening to meetings, Karen. Just an idea. I think you're trying to distract me here, Emily. Why aren't you doing the closes next week? I'm going to Gran Canaria next week, Karen. I don't know, Emily. I think for the needs of the business, I am going to Gran Canaria next week, whether I have this job to come back to or not. I don't care. You are not calling me in for these closes, Karen. Well, if you can't close, Emily, there's nothing we can do. We just can't open the pub at all next week. Karen, you have every capability to close the pub yourself. But I've never done that before. Well, maybe take this week, shadow someone who is closing, figure out how to do it on your own. Do you ever think of that? That does make sense. Yeah, you agree? Yeah, it's a very good idea. It makes a lot of sense, actually. But I am a manager. I should have known that was too good to be true. Anyway, next week, close the pub, burn it down. I don't really give a shit. Just don't call me in Gran Canaria.
Emily, it's Karen from work. Who? Karen from work. You used to work here. Oh, the pub? I quit like a year ago. Yes. Anyway, so we don't have anyone to come in for the close tonight. So, are you available? I don't work there anymore. Yes, okay, Emily, we've established that. But what we have not established is if you will be coming in to help, being a team player. I ain't even on the team, man. I'm not coming in to do a pub shift. Why not, Emily? It's only been a year since you quit. I mean, it's not that long. Yeah, but you seem to be misunderstanding the word quit. It doesn't matter how long ago I quit. I quit. But it's not very professional of you, is it? I don't care about what's professional to you. I don't work for you anymore. This just isn't the kind of attitude and the team player ethic that we need at the pub. And I don't care because I don't work there anymore. It's just such an unprofessional look, Emily. Isn't it a little unprofessional that instead of calling your actual employees, you're calling me to see if I'll come in and cover when I don't work for you? Yeah, maybe we need to think about your future at the pub. I don't work there anymore. I don't care about my future at the pub. You should never burn bridges like this, Emily. What if you needed to come back to us? I would rather shit in my hands and clap. Emily, would you like to tell me why you aren't here for your shift? Kevin, would you like to tell me why you've voted me in? Emily, don't be ridiculous. You work for me. You work here. I've put you on a shift. That's how it works. Ooh, cool. Not really, because I'm on holiday this week. I don't want to hear it, Emily. Unfortunately, holidays can be cancelled. So I want to know where you are. Can you be here within the hour? Not happening, because I'm in Greece. What do you mean? You're in Greece? I booked a holiday, I got on a plane, and I went to Greece. That's what I mean by, I'm in Greece. Well, why would you do that? Because I booked it off so that I could go to Greece. What don't you understand? I just don't understand why you're not available. You're an employee here, Emily. You're supposed to be available to work. What, 365 days out of the year? This is so unprofessional of you, Emily. You keep saying this word. I don't think you know what it means. Well, will you be in for your shift tomorrow? No, because I booked my leave until Saturday. So I'm not coming back until Saturday. I'm very, very disappointed in you, Emily. Oh no, how will I go on?
Emily, what are you doing?
I'm working, Karen. You should try it.
Speaking of work, I'm gonna need you to cover tomorrow.
No.
What do you mean no?
Have you not learnt your words yet?
I mean, what else are you doing? Why can't you come to work?
Because tomorrow is my day off, and it's my first day off in 17 days.
So you're not doing anything, so you're free to come into work?
I'm gonna be sleeping, Karen. Sleeping, doing laundry I haven't done in 17 days. Maybe cooking myself a meal, because I've been working doubles for the last 17 days. Who knows, I might treat myself.
But we're really struggling for cover, Emily, so maybe we can just stop with the dramatics and come into work tomorrow. You are an employee after all.
Yeah, I am. And what are you?
What do you mean?
I know full well that you're not in tomorrow. And you had a day off yesterday. So if there's absolutely no one to cover, you have to ask someone who's been in for nearly 3 weeks straight. Why don't you come in? What a concept.
Emily, I'm a manager, okay? It's not my job to cover your shifts, okay? If you can't find cover, that's your problem.
I'm not finding cover. I'm supposed to be off tomorrow. You're having trouble finding cover. So why don't you do it? Why don't you do a shift? Have you ever done a shift, Karen?
Emily, no talking back, okay? I'm your manager. There's no need to be disrespectful. We're just having a discussion.
Yeah. It's not really a discussion, though. I'm not coming in tomorrow, so I don't know who is.
Well, there's literally no one else, Emily. Not a single other person who can come in.
Well, I know that's a lie.
Do you know someone?
Yes! You!
See? I told you. There's absolutely no one who could cover.
Hey, Karen, what's that? Emily, are you going to be making an appearance today? We're waiting for you. Waiting for me? Why?
Emily, we are having an incredibly important staff meeting today. Okay, attendance? It's mandatory.
I thought you said we weren't getting paid for this meeting.
Well, no, you're not.
Yeah, I thought so. So it's not essential for me. I'm not coming into that place unless I'm being paid for it, Karen. Emily, this is part of your job description, okay? I understand that. So if it's part of my job description, you know, the job I'm being paid money for, then pay me money and I'll do it. Emily, the rest of your team have made themselves available for this meeting, okay? You're not special. Of course, I know I'm not special, Karen. But I'm also not going to be manipulated by you into coming in and doing work for free, like you've managed to do with the rest of the team. You've done it with the rest of the team, Karen, but you're not going to get me. Emily, I will not be starting this meeting until you are here. So, make haste. Quick march. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I will be there, Karen. I'm starting walking, all right? I'll be there. So, you're on your way, Emily. You will be here. Oh, yeah, you can count on me. I'll be right there. I'm on my way, okay? All right. And just before I go, I'm going to watch the entirety of the Saw franchise.
Emily, good morning. I wondered if we'd see you today.
Hey, Karen. Well, I'm on the rota, so here I am.
Yes, but I did call you this morning, Emily, and I didn't get a response, so I wondered if you were even going to show up, you know?
Oh, yeah, I woke up at like 10 and you had called me at 7:45. I don't wake up that early, Karen.
It was for needs of the business reasons, Emily. It was because, well, I didn't have enough people this morning, and I was hoping you would pick up the slack, take one for the team. Then I see you're not even looking at your phone, so how is that being a team player, Emily? I need you to explain it to me, because I don't get it. Well, I figured if you desperately needed someone this morning, you wouldn't call me, who closed last night and didn't get in till 5 o'clock this morning, so... You called me at 7:45. I'd only been home a couple of hours. Yes, Emily, but this is the hospitality industry. There are late nights, there are early mornings. You just gotta roll with the punches. But you didn't even know why I was calling, so you should have answered me, Emily. It is your responsibility to answer my phone calls. Karen, no, it's not. Excuse me. You can't just decide things are my responsibility because you said in that moment that they're my responsibility. It doesn't work like that. Keep saying we're a team. Then why is it only me that you call and guilt trip? I have like 20 other members of staff at this pub. Call them at 7:45. But when I do call you, I expect you to answer. I'll give you a fun little reenactment of what happens when you call me, Karen. Are you ready? Emily, it'd be so good if I could hang up on you in real life, but... it's not working. Emily, thank you for coming in for this little meeting. I didn't let you know beforehand, but this will be a disciplinary meeting. Okay, you can't do that, Karen. If it's a disciplinary meeting, I need notice. Emily, I do not have time for you to come at me with your fake rules and regulations. Yeah, that very fake national employment law. Anyway, let's get started. Do you remember when we hired you, Emily? And all of the things you agreed as an employee of the pub? What were they? Okay, as much as I'd love to be in here for 2 hours going through every possible thing I could have done wrong that you've made up in your head, why don't you just tell me what your problem is, Karen? Employer to employee, just talk to me with a little bit of respect. Maybe we can work through this issue. I don't have high hopes, though. I would just like to remind you, Emily, that when we took you on, you told us that your availability was full-time. Do you remember that? Do I remember? Of course I remember that, Karen. You didn't give me full-time hours for months. I was on maybe 16 a week, and then suddenly you were giving me 80, and it was getting ridiculous. Well, see, this is what I mean, Emily. Like, you can't be angry with us giving you 80 hours when you explicitly said you were full-time. Full-time is 40, Karen. 40. Not 80. Not any of the other random numbers you've made up in your head. 40. See, again, making up these rules and regulations. Why would full-time only be 40 hours, Emily? Full-time is full-time. Fully flexible 24/7. Obviously. There's no one over there. What? So, moving forward, Emily, if we're giving you 80 hours, I don't expect to be hearing you complaining, okay? You promised us full-time availability. Okay. How many hours do you work a week, Karen? That's none of your business, Emily. I am your manager. Now get back on the floor. We're done with this meeting, okay? Goodbye. That's what I thought. 40 a week it is, Karen. Emily, no, full time. Yeah, exactly. 40. What, we need an extra pair of hands? No, I'm busy. I'm going out after this, so I've got to go do my hair. No, it's fine. I'll just call Emily. Well, it was just getting to 10 o'clock on my day off, so of course she was going to call. Hello? Emily, it's Karen. All right, just a sec, Karen. Emily. Okay. This call is being recorded for training and monitoring purposes. It is also for my safety and yours. How can I help? Did you just say you're recording this phone call, Emily? That's ridiculous. Well, your behaviour's pretty ridiculous lately, so, needs must. What can I help you with, Karen? And just a reminder, this call is being recorded. Well, I wanted to discuss some overtime with you. Without the overtime money. Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. And my recording device also couldn't hear you. What was that? You needed overtime? Yes, Emily. But we don't have the budget for overtime at the moment. So you want me to work for free? I can't do that, Karen. I can't work for free for you. I can't work without the money. Fine, okay. I don't need any overtime from you. Okay? Can you stop recording now? Of course, Karen, and the recording will stop as soon as the phone call is over. I can wait all day. I'm off, remember?
Emily, you had a question for me about your pay. Yeah, I had like a £140 deduction on my wages with a note that just said, "See Karen." So what's that about? So, do you want to talk about what happened? I would if I knew what it was for. Emily, come on, okay? The first step to moving forward is to admit what you did. What did I do? Emily, come on. Really, Karen, I have no idea what you're talking about, Emily. Karen, just spit it out. You had a table last week and the bill wasn't finalised. They walked out owing the restaurant £140. You were their waitress, Emily. Oh, the family that hightailed it out of here without paying their bill when they sent me back to the kitchen to get them some more sauces. Not sure what I could have done about that, Karen. But it's your table, Emily. You are responsible for it. So that's why it was taken out. Maybe this is a learning experience for you, so you don't ever do it again. I didn't do anything. They ran out of here. What was I meant to do? Emily, I don't want to hear your excuses, okay? Just take the punishment and move on. Okay, whatever, Karen. Oh, and just remember, Emily, if someone comes in and holds up the pub at gunpoint and asks you for the till, protect it with your life, okay?
Karen, it's Emily. What's going on with the new rota? Oh, hi, Emily. There's nothing wrong with the new rota. I know. No. There is. I'm not on it. At all. Well, remember, when you signed your contract, it did say that you were on a 0-hour contract. So there might be some weeks where you get less hours, and there might be some weeks that you get more. Bye now. No. Look, I understand 0-hour contracts. I do. But I've been working for the last 3 months at least 30 hours a week and then doing so much overtime that I'm up to like 50. I've got no shifts next week, Karen. Well, like you say, you've been doing about 50 hours for us for the last 3 months, so that should make up for no hours next week. Karen, I have to work, okay? You bullshitted me when I took the job that 0 hour is just a formality and it doesn't mean 0 hour. I have no hours next week. Oh, isn't that a shame? Bye now. Emily, I just need to grab you for a chat real quick. Sure, let me go clock in. You don't need to clock in. You don't start for another half an hour. I just need to have a chat with you. Okay, well, you can talk to me when I clock in then. Emily, don't be ridiculous. It's just a quick chat. Now, come on. Sure, I'll head to your office, but I need to go clock in first. Emily, you're not working yet. It's just a chat in my office. Well, I'm sure it's going to be work related, so I'm only going to have that chat in your office if you let me clock in first. Emily, don't be ridiculous. You don't need to be clocked in for a chat about work. Yeah, I do. If you're going to talk to me about work, I'm going to get paid for it. Emily, that's so unprofessional. Why are you being this way? Because this is my job. I'm here to get paid. I ain't here for any other reason. Wow. What a poor attitude you have. I know. I feel really bad about it. See you in half an hour.
Karen, can I just ask you about the wedding on Saturday? It's all in hand, Emily. Don't worry about it. Sure it is. I just want to ask some questions. What? When do you need the final balance for it? Tomorrow, please. Oh, and when you're serving the food, just make sure that everything goes out at the same time. What? Well, when you're serving the food, make sure that all of the rest of you guys are taking it out at the same time. Karen, I'm not serving the food. Yes, you are. Why wouldn't you be? Because you're catering my wedding. I think I might be a bit preoccupied. I don't see why you would be. Your job, you know, you work here. It's an event at your job. It's an event that I have paid you guys to cater. I'm not working it. I'm in the event. Well, I've only got the 3 of you on to serve. 3? There's 200 people at this wedding. Yeah, that's why I put you on, you know. You're a quick server. I figured you'd be the most efficient. But I'm eating. I'm the bride. Okay, and you can take, I'm sure, an hour out of the day to help your colleagues. You know, there's only going to be the 2 of them. That's not fair, is it? Why didn't you rota more than 2 people? I did. I rotated 3. I don't count.
I've been trying to call you for a few days now, Jen. We need to talk about the schedule and your shifts and everything. Karen, I'm in hospital. I know, but you didn't really give us any notice, did you? What did you just say? This was all planned for when the baby was actually due in September. It's August, so you don't see the problem here. First of all, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? 2, the baby is fine, thankfully. 3, are you on crack? Look, we gave you the time off that you're going to need from September because your due date was in September. Okay. Weirdly enough, I'm not sure that the fetus growing inside of me was concerned about when my maternity leave started. It just decided that it was ready. I just think this is very inconsiderate of you. Like, what are we going to do now for the whole of August? I don't care. Well, that's not a very appropriate attitude to take, is it? I don't care. So what are we just supposed to do in the meantime whilst you're at home and not in work? We're a whole person down for a month. And I don't care. But it's nice to see what kind of attitude you really have about your job. That I care more about my baby than my job. Terrible attitude to have. Karen, can I grab you for a sec? I hope it's very important, Emily. I'm very busy back here. Okay, whatever. I haven't been paid. And? Well, it's payday. Actually, yesterday was payday. Actually, no, 2 days ago. And I've still not been paid. Oh, I see. You're a povo, aren't you? What? Desperate for money, you know, like living like on the poverty line. Yeah, that's really sad. That's really sad, Emily. What do you want me to do about that? Not that that's any of your business, but no, it's not that. It's just, it's payday. I've worked. I want to get paid for it. It's just the way you're asking. It's just, it is quite desperate, you know. It is like, oh, I should have been paid 2 days ago. Like, just chill out. Just, you know, relax. Just be cool, you know. Just wait. No, I'm not exactly going to be chill about the fact that it's been payday and I haven't been paid when I worked like a shitload of hours last month. See, you're not being chill. It's just, we bring back to my previous point. So you're a povo then. That's not a very nice word. It's okay if you are one. I've got lots of friends who are povos. Lots of people I went to uni with. Povo. Karen, this isn't very professional of you. And it's also not very professional to like grovel to your manager for money, is it, Emily? I don't think that's very professional. I'm not groveling at you for money. I'm asking you to pay me the money that you owe me. Yeah, it's coming off very desperate, and that's not really the vibe of this pub. Like, we're very cool, trendy, hip. You're not being very trendy by, you know, asking for money, Emily. Emily, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. On with it, shall we? Yeah. Beth, have you seen Emily? Oh, she definitely left you a message. Remember she wasn't feeling that great yesterday? She was feeling lazy, yes, I know. Okay, no. She had appendicitis. And, yeah, her appendix burst when she got home, so she went to the hospital. Made it out by the skin of her teeth. If they'd been any later, she might not have made it. Honestly, why does everything happen to me? So what, she's going to be an hour, 2 hours late today? I don't think she's going to be here today. Or tomorrow, or a while, probably. It's just appendicitis. You don't need your appendix. Yeah, but when it bursts, it's still pretty gnarly, Karen. It's quite serious, though. She could have died. Yes, and I could die today without a full staff. It's very busy, Beth. Yeah, because that's the same thing, Karen. Emily, come on in. We need to have a little chat. So obviously it's payday tomorrow. Yeah, your first payday with the company. Unfortunately, you're not going to get paid. And that isn't through any fault of ours. It is actually your fault. Sorry, how? No. I did all of the paperwork, filled it all in, did it weeks ago. How am I not getting paid? I've been here 6 weeks. Oh, you're getting very angry very quickly, Emily. Okay, this isn't the right attitude to have. Now, first of all, I think you'll understand that you weren't here long enough last month to be paid last month, okay? So that's why you haven't been paid in 6 weeks. I'm not angry at that, Karen. I'm angry about the fact that it's been 6 weeks. There's been a pay period that I've missed, that I understood, but it's this one I'm angry about. Okay, well, I was just making sure that you understood. So the reason that we can't process it in this pay period either is because you still haven't provided us with a very important document. I put in all the documents that were on that list, and if there was something missing, why didn't you say anything? It says very clearly, we need your birth certificate. You don't. You need a form of ID or a birth certificate if you don't have a passport or you don't have a driver's license. No, it's as well as... No, it's not. It's a form of ID and a supplementing document, like a letter with your address on it, not all three. I think I would know, Emily. I am the manager of this place. I have the document right here, like the letter with everything that you needed. And it says, or in case of no ID, these will be suitable. I've got it right here. It's signed by you at the bottom. Okay, that is very strange. Well, I feel like this is just a lapse in communication, so we can get it sorted for next month. Karen, I haven't been paid in 6 weeks. You are paying me tomorrow. But I can't, Emily, because you haven't been processed. Why? You had all of the documents. You know you had all of the documents. But it needs to be processed by yesterday. So, sorry, too late. Ain't my fault. You need to find a way to pay me tomorrow. It's one payday, Emily. We can't just pay you on another day. That would be ridiculous.
Oh! Karen, what's with the new rota? You told me to leave my second job. I did, and now I've got 10 hours next week? Well, maybe, Emily, you'll learn that your actions have consequences. You know, I was really hurt that you had a second job. Okay, that sounds like a you problem and I don't really care. You can't do that, Karen. Emily, I'm a manager. I can quite literally do whatever I want. Okay, how encouraging and not at all crazy. I'm gonna quit, Karen, effective immediately, because this, quite frankly, is unhinged, and I'm gonna go try and get my second job back, okay? Emily, this was a test, and you just failed. A what? A test, Emily, to prove your loyalty to the pub. I was hoping that I was wrong about you. Is there a hidden... Am I on Punk'd? Is it 2002? Emily, just so you know, in this industry, people are loyal, okay? That's very important. So you don't have millions of hospitality jobs in this industry. I don't know what hospitality industry you work in, but I know full well that's a fucking load of shit. I don't know how you expect to make this up to us, Emily. It's gonna take a lot of work. You have selective hearing or something. I'm not gonna carry on working for you. What? You can't act like this and then expect me to stay. I don't know, Emily. I suppose you could do all the Friday, Saturday, Sunday closes for the next 4 weeks. That might make a start. You don't listen to me at all. I could just not be here and this would be the same conversation. I just don't understand how you think you can behave this way, Emily. Oh, Emily, I don't want to hear your excuses.
Karen, I'm ready to clock out. Who's coming in to close with Charlie? Emily, if you're gonna go, just go. You don't need to worry about the rota. I'm the manager. It's fine. Okay, I'm being serious. Charlie can't close on her own, so who's coming in to take over from me? What do you mean Charlie can't close on her own? You trained her, Emily. Did you not train her adequately enough to do her job? Is it because you don't know how to do your job properly? Charlie can't close on her own because she's 16. You know that, Karen. I know how old she is, Emily. I hired her. But what do you mean she can't close on her own? She's under 18, Karen. She can't close on her own. It's not allowed. Why would I hire a 16-year-old if she can't close? The only reason I hired her was because she's 16. I don't have to pay her as much. What a lovely sentiment, Karen. Yeah, no, she can't close on her own. Well, thanks for letting me know. I guess you'll be staying then. No. You can stay if you like, though. Emily, come on, just stay and help. Why would you tell me if you didn't want to stay and help? Because I didn't really fancy the whole place burning down because a 16-year-old has to close the kitchen on her own.
Emily, I just received your email. What is the meaning of this? Oh, hi, Karen. I knew I'd be hearing from you. That's my resignation email. How was it? Did you like it? Was it a great read? Emily, you can't just quit. I'm not just quitting. I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice, I'm working my notice period, and then I'm moving on to another position after quitting. No, you actually can't do that, Emily. You can't do that because I have a legal right to refuse you quitting. It's in your contract. Honestly, it's like a mathematical equation trying to figure out how you take things and twist them, Karen. I'm not twisting anything, Emily. I have a legal right to refuse you quitting. I know I do. Okay, the only magical thing I can pull out of my ass for this one is that you think because in the pub we're allowed to refuse people service and we have a legal right to refuse people service, that you have the right to refuse me quitting. That's what I'm getting here. Well, of course I have the legal right to, Emily. I'm your manager. Of course I have the legal right to refuse you quitting. Don't I? Karen, no you don't. And I'm really gonna need you to pack in this conversation now because if you carry on, there will be no notice period, okay? And I'm on 6 doubles this week. Was there anything else, Karen? Well, Emily? No, I didn't think so. Where do you think you're going? Home, I hope. We don't close for another few hours, Emily. Go on, get back to work. Nice try though. I'm not closing tonight, Karen. Well, that's strange, Emily. Because no one else is closing. That's not my problem. Did you check the system properly, Emily? Because I don't think you did. What do you mean? When I checked on Monday, I was on a 10-7. Checked on Tuesday and I was a 10-7. I checked on Wednesday, Thursday, and this morning that I was a 10-7. So where's this close come from? Emily, the rota was updated with plenty of notice, okay? So maybe this is a lesson about checking things a bit more regularly. I just told you I checked this morning. This morning, you know, right before I came in at 10. And so why, during work, would I check for updates on that shift that I'm already doing? Which means you've changed my finish time, since I got here? It was for the needs of the business, Emily.
Emily, welcome back to work. We really have all missed you very much. I wish we could start your return on a lighter note, but there is a pretty serious issue that we need to discuss. I hope you're very, very careful with the words that are about to exit your mouth, Karen. As you know, we really do care about our staff, okay? We really do make sure that should they need certain adjustments, certain leave, that we do our best to accommodate them. And we really did try our best to accommodate you, Emily. We really, really did. But it's not always possible, is it? It's not everyone is going to be happy all the time. So when you couldn't get the leave that you wanted, going off and just not coming in anyway, do you really think that was the appropriate way to handle things? Okay, so the leave that I wanted was maternity leave, which I'm legally required to take. But yeah, the leave I wanted. My baby arrived 4 weeks early. So it's not like I had a tantrum and didn't come in for the month that I was supposed to. I couldn't. What is not going through your head, Karen? I had the baby. We do need to discuss, Emily, about the attitude that you did present before you left. And I can't help but feel that the way that you left was to spite us a little bit. My baby was on a ventilator until yesterday. I didn't pop her out 4 weeks early to spite you. I would have much preferred that she stayed in and cooked a bit longer because she clearly wasn't ready to come out. But I couldn't help that. And the fact that you're saying these words out loud, I'm offended, but I'm also rubbing my hands together for a lawsuit. You just really need to think of the way that your actions come across, Emily, okay? I am going to leave this room. I am never coming back to this place. And I'm gonna shit in the kitchen somewhere. Oh, morning, Karen. Good morning, Emily. How was the night shift? Fine, quiet, obviously, but yeah, all done. You're not done, Emily. Yeah, I am. Night shift. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed. Unfortunately, a few members of the day team, they're not gonna be able to make it in today. Oh no? So you see the issue here. Oh yeah, there's definitely an issue. Why is it my issue? Well, you're already here. You're gonna need to stay and cover. Have you tried calling anyone else to come in and cover for the day shift rather than someone who's already been working 12 hours? No, because it's a lot more convenient for people if you're already here that you just stay, you know? Makes more sense, doesn't it? No, because then I'll have been working like 18 hours in a row, and I don't want to do that. Emily, don't be silly. The day shift is an 8-hour shift. It would be 20 hours in a row. Yeah, absolutely not. Emily, we're going to need you to come in tomorrow. I know it's your day off and everything, but it's an emergency. You're the only person who's able to come in. So I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow, okay? Oh, Karen, I've got a bit of a big day tomorrow. I've got some things to do. I've got a lot of hospital appointments. It's like a
a scary day for me, I'm not gonna lie. That's great, Emily. I knew I could count on you. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Karen, I'm telling you, I can't. I'm really sorry. Like, I would if I could, obviously, but I really can't tomorrow. It's too short a notice to change things around. That is so good of you, Emily. You're gonna drop things last minute to come in and do a shift for us. That's really the kind of team player attitude we do look for here at the pub. No, Karen, I'm telling you, I can't. I can't. Please don't make me have to choose. I have to go to these appointments tomorrow. It's really important. Oh, Emily, that's great. We'll see you at 7 in the morning then. It's so nice of you to offer to come in and help us prep. All right, see you at 7 tomorrow and you'll be working till close.
Emily, I need to have a little meeting with you. I bet. What is it this time? I've been hearing some things, Emily. You know, people talk here at the pub. I'm sure they do. About what? I've been hearing a lot of things about you and a certain someone. Are you talking about the fact that I've been dating Joe? I mean, it's not a secret. You're acting like you've discovered something magical. Like, it really isn't a secret. We've not hid it. I just thought that you would want to keep that a secret from your manager, seeing as it's completely inappropriate for work colleagues to be dating each other. Oh, I've not heard that rule. Well, at least not in the last 50 years. Why is it inappropriate? Where else do you meet people nowadays? That's beside the point, Emily. It makes the environment very unprofessional, and I will not have it. Okay? So it's gonna need to stop. No. What do you mean no? I'm telling you that it has to stop. You can't tell me what to do with my personal life, Karen. I mean, are we all over each other on the work floor, in the kitchen, anywhere, on shift? No. So you can't tell me what to do with my life outside of work. As much as you think that you can, you can't. Emily, I told you that it's against the rules. No, you haven't. You said it was inappropriate. And my definition and your definition of inappropriate is incredibly different, I feel. So, unless it is a rule, and even if it was, I wouldn't care. You can't make me do anything. I hope you know I'll be speaking to Jen about this. The owner. Let's see what she has to say. You know, Jen gave me their number, gave me Joe's number. So, good luck with that. She'll probably be like, oh, finally. But, you know, good try, good try. So, juror number 21, is there any reason why you would not be fit to serve on this jury? Yeah, I guess. It's kind of difficult to explain, though. Go ahead. What is it? So, I told my work about this. I work in a pub, so it's not anything that they shouldn't give me the time off to serve on the jury, but I told my manager about it, and she said to tell you, the judge, that I was going to be fired if I was selected, because they're going to fire me if I don't show up for the work that I booked off to serve on this jury. So yeah. Yeah, she can't do that. That's what I told her. I tried. Sir Judge, I tried. Yeah, that's not gonna be a reason for you not to be selected. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. What was that? Is there someone at the back of my courtroom? Yes, Judge, I just heard everything that you said, and quite frankly, I have some thoughts and some things to say to you. Judge, Karen, this is the judge. I know who she is, Emily. And quite frankly, I have some things to say to you. No, normally I would just have you thrown out of my courtroom, but I think this is going to be good, and I would like some entertainment. Proceed, Karen. I will, Judge. Not that I asked for your permission anyway. Now, I heard what my employee said. And I said to her that to tell you that her job is incredibly important. And just like if she were a doctor, a firefighter, a life-saving profession, she would be let off of this jury duty. So, you know, you understand. Her job is on that same level, working for me at my pub. No, but go on. You don't know what it's like working in my pub, Judge.
It's incredibly difficult. It's way more difficult than your job. I think I've had enough. That's not going to be a reason for her to be dismissed, okay? Just get her out for me. Who do you think you're talking to? I am the manager. I'm the manager in this courtroom, so get out or I'll hold you in contempt. And if you don't know what that word means, I wouldn't stick around to find out. Out. Emily, it's Karen from the pub. Karen, I can't really talk right now. Did you get my text? Well, that's what I've called to talk to you about. Well, this is really convenient timing, isn't it? Excuse me? Look, I don't know what you're pretending to have wrong with you here, but it's very convenient that you've ended up in hospital right as I'm about to go on holiday tomorrow. Don't you think, Emily? Karen, I've been sick as a dog for the last, 3 days, and my temperature is up over 40. There's something wrong. You couldn't have just waited. You couldn't have just waited 2 weeks till I was back off of holiday. You had to do this to me. Yeah, sorry, I can't really schedule in my deadly infections. It's more of a first come, first serve kind of thing. But we need to come to some sort of solution here. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna completely lose out on my holiday. Funnily enough, Karen, it's not even anywhere near my priority list, your holiday. See, I knew this. I knew we never should have hired you because you're not a team player. I knew something like this was going to happen. You caught me, Karen. It was all part of my master plan. For the last year I've been working at the pub, I've been conspiring to get a really nasty infection so you can't go to Benidorm. That's all I've been thinking about for the last year, honestly. So when can we expect you back then? Tomorrow? The day after? Definitely, surely not Monday. You don't need that long. Okay, I think you might need to send an ambulance to the pub because when she finds out I have a 3-week sick note, she might spontaneously combust. We are gonna let you go, Emily. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. I've left some stuff in the dressing room, so I'll come and grab that and I'll say bye to everyone, but then, yeah, okay. Do you want me to do the rest of my shifts or is that it? Well, you don't seem very upset, Emily. I mean, I hate it at the pub. I don't like customer service, and I definitely don't like the hospitality industry. So I was looking for other jobs anyway, and you knew that. So I'm not that sad. Just gives me a little kick up the arse to go and get a good job that I like. What? Excuse me? Yeah, I mean, I talked about it with you, and I definitely talked about it with everyone else. I hate working in a pub. It's just, there wasn't a lot else around at the time, so I just stuck with it, and the money's fine, I guess. Emily, you should be honoured and privileged to work at this kind of a pub. It's a wonderful establishment, okay? You should be begging. Anyone would be begging. I could fill your job like that, Emily. Well, I don't think that's strictly true, seeing as we've been understaffed the entire time I've worked here. Emily, don't talk back to me. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to say except for bye. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to cry? That is the response I would expect from someone I've just fired, yes. Okay, well, I don't care enough to cry, so I'm going to hang up and you can pretend I cried afterwards if you want. Emily, you should be so upset. I mean, I just don't understand you. Well, you pay me minimum wage for a really stressful job that takes over my entire life, dealing with people who are horrible to me. So if I don't ever have to do that again, I'm not sad about it. This is so unprofessional, Emily. Well, it's a good thing I don't work for you anymore then, isn't it?
Karen, you're back early. I thought you were coming back next week after a bit more rest and meds. Well, the pub's not going to manage itself, Emily, so I'll just be in my office. Karen, did they sit you down, you know, at the facility? Facility, Emily, you're so dramatic. You make it sound like I was put away or something. You were. You were, Karen. Come on, Emily, really? Me? I'm a manager, okay? I know how to conduct myself, okay? Who told you that you know how to conduct yourself? Because they were lying to you. Emily, come on, I am your manager. Please, speak to me with some respect. I'll be in my office. It's not your office anymore, Karen. What? Christ, it's not your office anymore, Karen. They were meant to tell you at the facility, so I didn't have to do this. Emily, I am your manager. Spit it out already. I have important things to be getting on with in my office. Karen, you're not the manager anymore. I am. I mean, good joke, Emily. That's ridiculous. You're an idiot and incapable of running a pub, so... No, I think that's you. Well, who decided this? If this is really real, I want to know who thinks they have the authority to do this to me, Karen. I think it was HR, it was upper management, it was head office, it was the shareholders. I'm pretty sure the franchisee got involved. Emily, come on in. I need to tell you something, okay? What's up? That application you put in for the supervisory role. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do a lot of the supervisory work anyway, so I figured it'd be good to get the progression. Yeah. You weren't successful. What do you mean? I haven't even had an interview. Yes, you weren't successful in getting an interview. Why? You won't even give me a chance? You don't have the right experience, Emily. I do all of the supervisory stuff here for no money and no title. Exactly. You've never had a supervisory title before, so we can't consider you for this supervisory title. Even though I've been doing the job to help you out. Sorry, that's the way the professional world works, Emily. Just on the back of that, did you do the rotas I asked you to do? Not yet. And in fact, I'm not going to do them, actually. That's not my job. What do you mean that's not your job? I asked you to do them. Yeah, but that's a supervisory responsibility. And I don't have that title. So I'm not doing the fucking rotas anymore. Excuse me? I'll excuse myself, actually. Good morning, employees. Karen, what are you doing here? Managing my pub, Emily. What do you think I'm doing? Don't be so silly. Karen, didn't you get, let go and then, barred from the premises? I recall that vaguely. Why would I be here with the keys and the entry card if I would have been fired, Emily? Don't be ridiculous. I think maybe you need to stop drinking. I don't drink, Karen. I'll be in my office. Emily, why don't the keys to my office work? Probably because we have a new manager and they have their own keys. And seeing as you were barred from the premises and deemed a liability, we changed the locks. But why would you change the locks on my office? It's my office because I am the manager. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain, Karen. You're not the manager anymore. I didn't hear what you just said. Do you just not recognise you're not the manager anymore as words? So they block them out of being able to hear them. What did you say? I didn't hear you. Karen, you can't be here anymore. Well, who's covering my shift? I'm the manager. I'm on the floor. I'm covering the floor. I'm looking after everyone. Who's doing that if I'm not here? The new manager? No, Emily, you're mistaken because I am the manager. There doesn't need to be a new one. I feel quite unsafe being this close to you right now, Karen. I'm not gonna lie. You don't feel unsafe. I'm your manager. No, you're not. Sorry, what did you say? I didn't understand that. Emily, it's Karen from work. Oh, God, I didn't mean to answer the phone. What do you want? I know you're on annual leave this week, but I'm gonna need you to help us out on Thursday. What do you mean? Well, I know you're on annual leave until next Monday, but someone is not able to do their shift on Thursday anymore, so I just need you to come in for that one day. That's all right, isn't it? I can't do that. Emily, of course you can. It's only one day out of your annual leave. Can't you be a team player just for one day? You know why I'm on annual leave, right? What do you mean? I'm in Thailand. Right now. Okay. What's your point? My point is, it's a 12-hour flight. I'm not coming back for one day. I'm not back until next Monday. That's when I'll come back to work. Really? So you're not even going to help us out just for one day? It's one day, Emily. It's one shift. I know that. But it's a 24-hour round trip. I've got another 5 days of my holiday left after you're supposedly giving me this shift that I'm supposed to do. I'm not really concerned about the logistics of it. I'm just telling you that you need to be there. Well, I don't need to be there because I won't be there. Wow. Can't even help us out for one day, Emily. One day. No. And I don't feel bad about it. God, you really don't care about this job at all, do you? Right now, when I'm in Thailand? No, I don't.